An Indiana mom is now using her grief to speak out and warn other parents about a bacterial infection that killed her son. It worked quickly in a matter of hours.
Ashley Dahlberg says her 8-year-old son Liam contracted Haemophilus influenzae, more commonly known as H-flu. Doctors say it's a bacteria, not a virus, and it's extremely deadly. Dahlberg told us it all started when Liam came home from school with a headache one afternoon in April. By the next morning, he was being rushed to the hospitals where doctors told her it was essentially too late.
To have sat there and listened to the doctor say you did everything right, but there was just nothing we could do, and then to lay there with him as they took him off life support, and I could feel his little heartbeat just fade away. There's no words that can describe that pain.
Ugh, just heartbreaking. H-flu is something most children are vaccinated against when they're babies, including Liam.
And now Liam's mom is urging parents to make sure that your kids are vaccinated. Doctors tell us that this sickness was under control back since the 80s, but vaccinations since then have fallen.
I sat down with a local doctor today to talk about this H-flu and what more we should know. I had never even heard of this.
Right, so, and that's a good thing. H-flu or Haemophilus influenza is not very common in the United States because we have pretty high vaccination rates against it. Most Americans are vaccinated in infancy.
How do you get it?
So it's a respiratory bacteria, so you would get it from somebody else that has that infection.
And what are the symptoms?
So most often these infections are respiratory symptoms. Cough, fever, in more severe cases like a lung infection like a pneumonia, or in the most severe cases swelling around the brainstem or spine like a meningitis.
And so are there certain people who are more susceptible, more vulnerable to this?
Yes, so those people who are not able to be vaccinated or have not been vaccinated by choice, those would be the people at most risk, or people with suppressed immune systems, perhaps because of some medicines that they take, those would be people at a higher risk as well. Is
this something that you're vaccinated for when you're a baby, or because I know there are different times of life when kids are vaccinated? Is this something that happens early on?
Yes, so it is in the Centers for Disease Control, the CDC recommended vaccination guidelines for everybody should be vaccinated by the time they're 1 year old.
Okay, so this is something to take seriously, but obviously not panic about.
Right, so cases of this can be severe if caught. The best way to treat it is to prevent it in the first place, and that's from getting vaccinated. The more people vaccinated against this, the less of the bacteria circulating out there, the less other people get it.
So again, Liam was vaccinated as a baby, but even though it is rare, a vaccinated child can still potentially get this. And that's why his mother wants to make sure as many people as possible are vaccinated to reduce the chances even further. And this is a vaccine that your kids get early on.
Yeah, in that first year of life there. You know, it's just sad to see that how quickly he went down.
With no warning.
Right.
Right?
Right. And
Awful.
certainly our thoughts go to that family.